All right, my lovelies. We'll see if anybody hops on for this Crosswatcher edition. I'm gonna go ahead and do this live simply because the videos take a lot less longer to load when they're live. And I meant to do the Crosswatcher videos mid-month, but as you know, that didn't happen. Hi, hey Sumi! How are you, my darling? I got your cards today, thank you. Hi, hello, hello. Morning. I'm doing a Scorpio cross-watching video, so it's not gonna be a daily angel message. I normally don't do the videos live like this, but I'm so behind that the videos load much quicker when you do them live. So this is gonna be messages from Scorpio. So if you have a Scorpio that you're dealing with, it doesn't have to be romantic. You know, maybe it's a coworker, a family member, a business partner, a sibling, or if you're just wondering what a Scorpio in your life is up to, we're going to see what messages are coming in for you regarding your Scorpio crush or partner or friend or relative or whatever it may be, okay? And then, depending on which you'll ask for the next sign, whichever sign is most in demand, I'll do the next one. So I might not get all the cross-watching videos in tonight, but today and tomorrow the cross-watcher video should be up. Ooh, crushing on a Scorpio and you're a Leo. That's a feisty combination, baby. Oh, Cancer, you're losing faith in your Scorpio. I am sorry. Okay, so we're going to jump in and see what messages are coming in for you all regarding your Scorpio or Scorpios. I started with Scorpio simply because I'm a Scorpio, and I was like, I'm in my energy. We'll see. We'll see what Scorpios have to say to their people out there. Pisces. Okay, I've got 2 votes for Pisces so far. Pisces will have to be next as it stands right now. But we're going to see what messages Scorpio has for you all. Okay, what's going on with Scorpio? Well, first let's look into how Scorpio's feeling. How's Scorpio feeling right now? How's Scorpio feeling right now? What's going on with Scorpio? What is in your best and highest interest to know about what's going on with Scorpio? Let's see. What is Scorpio feeling? What's Scorpio dealing with? Where is Scorpio at right now? So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to go into messages for you. So Scorpio's got the Hermit. So your Scorpio maybe has not been in much contact with you. And as a Scorpio, I can tell you that could be very, very, very true. I've not reached out to anybody. I've not reached out to my crush. I've not reached out to many people. I've been in hermit mode myself as a Scorpio. So I can tell you that's probably what might be going on. This Libra full moon that we had was a bit of a doozy. And there's a lot going on right now with energies. And a lot of Scorpios are moon sensitive, as are Pisces and other water signs. That doesn't mean if you're not a water sign, you can't be moon sensitive. You absolutely can be. But Scorpios are mostly very moon sensitive. So your Scorpio may be a little bit withdrawn. Your Scorpio maybe isn't opening up to you. Your Scorpio maybe is MIA. Like maybe you're going on their social media and they were posting a lot and they're not posting a whole lot, or you know, you don't know what's going on with them. You can't seem to kind of get the 411, if people even still say that. People probably don't say that anymore. I'm showing my age. But you might not be able to get, like, information on them. You might not be able to get a whole lot. Like, you might feel in the dark with your Scorpio right now. Like, are they into me? Are they not into me? Are they mad at me? Are they backing out of our agreement? Have they changed their mind about the things that we've talked about? And a lot of it is just maybe they're in this, like, cocoon mode right now. Okay? So it could just really, really be that they're just laying low right now. They're laying low right now. 10 of Swords. Okay? Now, I know if you guys watch tarot videos, most of you have a pretty good idea of the tarot cards. And Ten of Swords is one that freaks out or scares a lot of people. They get scared when they see it. But I can tell you from my readings and the way Ten of Swords shows up for me, it's always come up before something really good. Your Scorpio right now is probably really working on themselves and trying to overcome some habits that they don't like. Okay, so they might be trying to clear out some like negative like defense mechanisms or coping mechanisms that maybe once upon a time in their life it was very good for them, but it's not good for them anymore. Okay, so they might just really be in that hermit mode, trying to like find themselves, trying to connect with healthier ways of releasing, trying to connect with, you know, better ways of handling situations in their life. Ten of Swords to me also feels very much like this is someone that they're so over it. Maybe not you, like maybe not you, but the things that maybe they feel like is keeping them from having the relationship they want, or keeping them from having the success that they want. They're so over it. They're so over feeling left out. They're so over feeling behind. They're done. They're done and they don't want it anymore. So they're coming into this energy now of like trying to cleanse, like clean house, right? And this could also include certain friendships. This could include certain family members. Some of your Scorpios might be really trying to figure out how they're gonna clean house for themselves with like negative energies or toxic relationships and things like that. So when a Scorpio is preparing to do things like this, they can become very quiet. Very, very quiet. All right. So a lot of you who are dealing with Scorpio, you're probably not getting a whole lot of communication, or if you are talking to them, it might feel like you know, like you're pulling teeth. Okay. So next we've got Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is definitely water sign energy, connecting with intuition, self-care. Your Scorpio might be feeling very, very tired, okay? Depending on how close you are to this Scorpio, it could be a good idea for you to show some concern or do something nice for them, like a nice gesture. Now, if you all aren't that close, it might freak them out, or it might make them feel weird if all of a sudden you're like, hey, I've been thinking about you. Are you okay? Can I bring you some soup? Like, that might be kind of weird. But if this is somebody that you know, if this is somebody that you're close enough with, they might appreciate you reaching out. They might appreciate hearing that, you know, they've been on your mind, and that, you know, you don't really want anything from them, like you're just kind of checking up on them. Because the thing with Queen of Cups, the fact that Scorpio is showing up as Queen of Cups right now, it's pretty safe to say that those of you who are drawn to this video, you're dealing with a strong Scorpio that does a lot for their friends or does a lot for their family. They could be the person that everybody always goes to when there's a problem, and they might be really burnt out. Like, see, she's kind of like, we look at her and she seems a little bit tired, and she's just mustering up the strength like to take a sip of this cup. Like, she needs it, you know, she needs it. Maybe it's a nice cool drink on a hot day, or a nice warm cup of tea, you know, something soothing or comforting, whatever you want to imagine. Maybe it's some soup. I don't know. Maybe they're under the weather. But there's definitely this feeling of like needing some kind of nurturing, needing some kind of care. So they're probably distant and practicing some self-care right now. And they may not mind to hear, hey, how are you? Is everything okay? How have you been? Haven't talked to you in a while. Anything I can do for you? And they'll probably say no, right? They'll probably be like, no, I'm good, I'm fine. They're not gonna, you know how secretive Scorpios can be. They're not gonna open up and be like, oh yeah, I'm totally in hermit mode and I'm having this Ten of Swords moment. They probably won't open up and tell you that. But you know, it's nothing against you. Don't feel bad about that. But they'll definitely remember and they'll appreciate the fact that you cared, or that you really wanted to, you know, make sure that they're all right. Okay. So definitely, 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 this is someone who's working on themselves right now. You do have in the near future Nine of Cups. That's good. So whatever Scorpio is working on, it's gonna go well. Okay, it's gonna go well for you for Scorpio, which means it's also gonna be good for you. So this is like a fulfillment. For those of you, and this is just something that I'm hearing. This is something that I'm hearing. For those of you who've been dealing with a Scorpio who you've been watching them in a toxic cycle or toxic relationship. Like maybe they're with a karmic partner who's absolutely the worst for them, or maybe they're like in a job that's killing them or soul crushing, or maybe they're in a like a family situation that's very toxic and like limiting what they can do in their life, whatever it might be. Nine of Cups is giving me a feeling that this is one of the things that they're already aware of, and it's kind of included with that whole Hermit card and that Ten of Swords. This is a big part of it. So in the near future, they're coming into Nine of Cups where they're going to be able to get out of it. So either you may be hearing news in the next few weeks that they've quit that job, or they're moving, or they've broken up with a certain person. There could be news coming in the near future. For some of you Scorpios, it's going to take longer than others. Okay. It's for some of your Scorpios, this Nine of Cups is just the very beginning of the plan, but at least now they know it's possible and they have a plan and they're going to be working on it. Whereas before, maybe they thought they were stuck, but they're so fed up and they're so tired of being miserable that they can't hold on to it anymore. So those of you who feel like you've been competing for a Scorpio's attention because some negative person has been in their ear, or they've been dealing with some kind of drama, Scorpio's tired of it too, okay? And they're doing what they can to get out of it. Your outcome here is Three of Pentacles. So this is, they're going to be building something very soon. They might be getting very focused on their career. They may be getting very focused on money or on finances. Some of you may have an opportunity to step in and help in some way. Like if you have a Scorpio who's wanting to start a business or some kind of like, putting your heads together and doing something together. But overall, I feel like your Scorpio is going to be really, really involved in getting their life together, getting their stuff together, and having this forward movement. Some of your Scorpios are getting very creative also. Three of Pentacles isn't necessarily a card about creativity, just intuitively, like intuitively I'm feeling that. So your Scorpio might be showing more interest in like art or music. They may be like taking up certain like hobbies or things that are creative. They may be taking classes or workshops. They may be trying to learn how to make something or create something. And you might be tempted to be a little bit playful with Scorpio and tease them about it. Like, oh, look at you, you're Picasso all of a sudden, or whatever it might be. Don't. Don't do that, because this is something that I feel like they're really, really putting themselves out there. Like they're going out on a limb to do this. And they're hurting. I feel like a lot of you, your Scorpios, are hurting. I think that's why they're wanting to do something creative, because it's like a release for them. So even if you're teasing them about it in a playful way because you think it's cute, like you like it and you think it's cute, I think Scorpio might be overly sensitive right now and they might not be able to deal with you teasing them about it. Just be supportive. Be supportive, and they're gonna open up more. I think a lot of you are dealing with a Scorpio who's been very strong for a very long time for a lot of other people. And right now, if you like really want to win them over, the way to their heart is gonna be to just be that person in their life that doesn't need anything from them other than their company. Like, just let's go do something together. Let's laugh together. Let's do something playful. Let's do something interesting. Like, you're not calling them because you need to be rescued or because you need them to hear about what a horrible day you had, that you're just wanting to be around them for the sake of being around them. I think this is going to be a really big way that you can win this Scorpio over. okay? Or especially those of you who are dealing with a Scorpio where there was some kind of a falling out and you guys are just maybe kind of in the very beginning stages of reconciling or trying to rebuild a friendship or a relationship. I think that's going to be the fast track to being able to, get into their heart and possibly potentially their pants wherever you're trying to go or whatever you're trying to do. That might be the way to do it. Not that might be, that will be the way to do it for many of you. Just be there, be there and be like where you're not looking for anything from them and you're just wanting to, you know, have that companionship. I think a lot of the Scorpios right now could really use that. Especially I feel some of you who are dealing with Scorpio, are dealing with a person that they're not in the best mood. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like they might not be in the best mood. They may be a little bit stressed. They may be overworked. They may be irritated, right? So they just want to be around peace. They want to be around calm. They want to, like, like if you guys do end up, like spending time together or going on a date, or depending on how close you are to the Scorpio, if it's already transitioning into where you guys are like a couple or you're being intimate, like this person's gonna want to like cuddle, or this person's gonna want to like spend time hugging or just chilling or being close to each other physically. Like Scorpio has such a reputation for being very sexual, and they can be, but your Scorpio might be more looking for just like intimacy right now, emotional intimacy, physical intimacy. That doesn't mean that you all won't have like, sex, but they might really be more huggy or more cuddly than usual. Okay, so that's something that's coming up too intuitively. Let's take a look at what messages your Scorpio may have for you. So first, I want to pull a card or cards for messages from Scorpio if there hasn't been contact. So I want a message from the Scorpios who haven't been in contact for a while, where there's like a separation, right? Maybe you have a twin flame separation, maybe you have a divine masculine, divine feminine separation, but something where you haven't heard in a while. I want to pull some cards around just like the fell off the face of the earth Scorpio. What message does that Scorpio have? What message from your missing in action Scorpio? What do they want you to know? Okay, what does the Scorpio want you to know? 1, 2. We'll look into what they want you to know. We'll look into how you can help them. And messages for you specifically. Oh my goodness. So we've got Knight of Cups and we've got King of Cups. Let's pull a clarifier. One more to tie them together. Oh, here it is. 7 of Pentacles. Here's the link. Your Scorpio wants to be Knight of Cups, okay? Your Scorpio wants to show up. I'm sorry, be King of Cups. Your Scorpio wants to be King of Cups, right? Wants to give you King of Cups, or wants to be King of Cups, or is looking for King of Cups, but right now is more in Knight of Cups mode. And they're working very hard to make that change. I think your Scorpio wants you to know that maybe they haven't been in contact with you because they feel lately maybe they're being hard on themselves and they're like, I'm not where I need to be. Like, I'm not going to do you any favors being in your life right now when I still have so much I need to improve about myself. I have so much that I'm trying to do. I have so much that I'm trying to be, and I'm working on being that king. I'm working from going tonight to being the king. Okay, so it's very, very hard work. Or some of you are who have the more high functioning Scorpio who is very successful, they're tired. They're tired from the hard work. They're tired from being king all the time, and they might be just kind of like, just isolating themselves, or being alone. Okay, so this is just basically a lot of self-reflection, working on themselves. It's really funny because, like, what's jumping out at me right now is that helmet on the Knight of Cups with the wings. They've been wanting to reach out to you. I wanted to reach out to you. I wanted to reach out to you. Some of them may have, you might be dealing, thank you, Topaz, you're so sweet. Some of you might be dealing with a Scorpio who sent someone to get information about you. If you have a mutual friend between you and your Scorpio that's been showing interest in you all of a sudden, I feel this person is like doing some kind of reconnaissance for your Scorpio, figuring out what's going on with you. Are you in a good mood? Are you going to be ready to talk? Are you going to be able to you know, like accept or be open to them? I think they just feel like it's been so long and they have so much work to do that maybe you're going to be over it. Like, oh, you're back and this is all you've done since the time we've talked last. So there could be a lot of energy here where like they're worried about how you're going to see them. Are you going to be happy with where they are? Are you going to be able to see the progress that they've made? So I think the best thing for you to do, if you have a Scorpio that's really been MIA, like I'm talking like you guys haven't talked in a few months or a few years, then the best course of action is going to be just send them some love, maybe say a prayer for them, ask their guardian angels to be with them, to guide them, and to guide them back to you. Like, let their guardian angels know, like, hey, look, I have good intentions for this person. I'm not gonna hurt them. Like, I want to be there for them. I want to help them through whatever they're going through. So please, if it's in the best and highest interest of all those involved, please, you know, direct Scorpio to reach out to me, or please help us to just bump into each other, or whatever it may be, and put it out there in that way. If you have, like, if it's been a while, like if it's been a while. If your Scorpio is more someone who maybe you haven't talked to in a couple of weeks, maybe it's been a month or less, they may really appreciate hearing from you. Just a really super, you know, basic, nothing elaborate, not too emotional. Like, hey, how have you been? You've been on my mind. Everything okay? I think they're going to really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. They may even start opening up to you. So let's see what they want to say to you. What do they want to say to you? What does Scorpio want to say to you? What do they want to tell you? All right, I'm going to look at the comments right now in a second and see which sign you guys want me to do next. What does he want you to know? Or what does Scorpio, he, she, they, what do they want you to know? Oh my goodness. Okay, so I want you to know oop, I almost burned my finger on that candle. They want you to know, obviously, that they've been working hard, but in this situation, seeing the Three of Pentacles, it makes me feel like they want you to know that they see a future with you. They see you as somebody dependable, right? They haven't made up their mind yet. They might not be in the area of the realm of certainty. They might not be like, oh yes, totally, like that's my person, that's my twin flame, that's my divine masculine or my divine feminine. They may not be at level 10 just yet, but they want you to know that so far, out of all the other options, you seem to be the most promising. You seem to be um the one that's standing out, and the one that they think this can really go somewhere, this can really become something long term, not like a hit it and quit it, not a friends with benefits, not like a forever girlfriend, forever boyfriend, but actual like life partner, you know, marriage, moving in together, making a life together type of energy. But they have a lot of things coming up emotionally for them right now. They're a little bit afraid to try to start anything right now because, like, they don't want to come off as clingy or needy. They don't want to scare you away with their stuff. You have to keep something in mind. If you want a Scorpio, like, if you want a Scorpio, Scorpios can give you the most amazing loyalty. Okay, so whether it's like a business relationship or a friendship or family, Scorpio can give you incredible loyalty. If we're looking at like romance or passion, Scorpio again is going to be loyal. But Scorpio can give you levels of passion, levels of connection, levels of intimacy you're not going to get from another sign. You aren't. Scorpios are intense. Like when they love hard. Okay? People don't typically forget a Scorpio, you know, one way or another. They don't forget a Scorpio. And if you have a high vibrational Scorpio, if you have the kind of Scorpio who can like give you the kind of relationship where, say, if it doesn't work out, they're not going to get petty, or they're not going to be jealous, they're not going to key your car and make your life hell. Although a Scorpio who isn't healed yet can actually do those things and scare the crap out of you. But a Scorpio who is more healed or in a higher point in their spiritual path, you know, they're not going to do that. They're not going to go into like vengeance mode. They're just going to work on making themselves better and live their life in a better way. So you're not going to forget a Scorpio either way. You're not going to forget the love that they gave you, the connection that they gave you, and the way that they genuinely like maybe left you alone if things didn't work out, right? Because they're in this mode of trying to be a better person. But the moon card is letting us know that the Scorpio has been strong for a really long time, and they're worried that if they let you in or if they seek you out, like, are they going to be really intense about you? They might be worried about how intense they're going to be about you, because everybody loves how passionate the Scorpio is. Everybody loves how sexy the Scorpio can be, or how uninhibited the Scorpio could be, or how loyal the Scorpio can be, or how deep the Scorpio can be. But they forget that that deepness goes all across the board. Okay? So if they're sad, their sadness is intense. Their sadness is deep. If they're angry, their anger is intense. Their anger is deep. And like I said, they can be in a place where they're healthy and they're high vibrational, where if they have this intense, insane anger, they're not lashing out, they're not being a threat to anybody, but it's intense anger. Or, you know, they could have like a very severe depression and they may be high functional enough to where they're not a threat to themselves or anybody else, but it's still a very deep, very intense sadness. And so they might feel like maybe you're not ready to deal with their emotions. Like you're not going to be able to deal with where they are right now emotionally. You're not going to be able to handle it. That if they began to open up to you, because they're like dying for somebody to open up to, and if they began opening up to you, that maybe you would judge them, or you would freak out, or you'd be like, oh, forget this train wreck, you know? So they may be staying away for that reason as well. Like they might be going through a lot right now, and they feel like maybe you're not interested in hearing it, or like you're gonna not want to deal with it. Or I think a lot of the Scorpios feel like they're so busy working on themselves, and they might be thinking that you've got all these other kinds of options, that you're like, I don't care about you and your 3 cents. I got all these cups over here filled with octopuses and rainbows and flying dragons and crowns, and who needs your 3 cents? So they might be feeling a little fearful about that as well. They might feel like you're going to look at them and like they're not measuring up. So, you know, Scorpio is very confident in that they're going to keep, you know, doing Scorpio. They're going to keep doing their thing. They're going to keep working on themselves. And they just feel like maybe you don't want them because you've got all these other cups of lusciousness and amazingness in your life. Okay. So, what is the best way that you can help Scorpio or make this work? And I'm going to do the love readings for May in the next few days. Okay. You've got Knight of Pentacles. Not Pentacles. I swear I know that that's a sword. I do. I do know that's a sword. You've got Knight of Swords. And you've got the Lovers. So let's see. Why is Knight of Swords here? Knight of Swords doesn't, like, I don't see Knight of Swords and think of like a helpful card. But okay, all right, here we go. So you and your Scorpio may have had some intense words in the past. You and your Scorpio maybe have some weirdness between the two of you. Scorpio may really appreciate getting away, right? And maybe you're not in that energy just yet where like you can be in this lover's energy. Maybe you're gonna have to take it as friends first, but they want to get away from that harsh energy and they maybe want to get out and spend some time. Okay. Oh my goodness, my neighbors are like fighting. It's like 3 in the morning. It's not like a message. So, some of you Scorpios are like not gonna be, or some of you dealing with Scorpio, they're wanting to get away and they're wanting like that affection, right? So it might have to start out as friends, you know, for right now. For some of you, depending on where you are, but some of you who have been intimate with a Scorpio or you have had intimate conversations, they're wanting you to choose them, or they're just wanting to feel that like you're choosing them. So I do think it might be good to reach out. It might be good to reach out and just kind of test the waters and just like, hey, are you okay? How have you been? Haven't talked to you in a while. You know, if it's somebody that like say it hasn't like been years and years and years, um, then again, ask your angels for a sign. If you're feeling tempted to do that, ask your angels for a sign. I know I had a situation recently where somebody kept popping up in my head and I was like, "Hey, I'm going to reach out and like say hi to that person because I felt bad about where things left off and they were pretty cool with me." And I was like, "Okay, that's good. I can feel good about that." You know, so sometimes, you know, case by case, this is a general reading. It's going to be different for different ones of you. But ask your angels and guides to help you figure out, you know, like, should I reach out to the Scorpio? Check out your love reading for your sign too. The ones for April are already up, obviously. In the next couple of days, I'm going to have the love readings up for May for each sign. So I would compare that. I would compare your May love reading with this Crosswatcher video. So if you can be patient for a couple of days, I'm going to be able to get you some more information. But as of right now, that's kind of like what I'm feeling or what I'm sensing, that they could just really use getting away for a little bit, getting their minds off their problems, having some nice little cuddle time, and just like see what happens or see where it goes. They're in need of some nurturing. I think your Scorpio's in need of some nurturing right now, my darlings. Alrighty, so I'm gonna check and see what the comments are that came in for the next videos. And we're gonna see what the next one is gonna be. I saw a few for, oh gosh, is it a tie? I see 2 for Sagittarius. And I saw 2 for Pisces. I'm gonna go up here and see. See what's gonna happen. I saw 2 for Pisces, and I saw 2 for Sagittarius. Anybody want to be the tiebreaker? Anybody want to vote Pisces or Sagittarius and be my tiebreaker? Thank you, yeah, Topaz, thank you. Anybody who hits the thumbs up on the video, I really do appreciate that. I really, really do. I really do. Like, if you can't support and, like, book a private reading or be on Patreon, I understand, guys. I know money's tight. I know we all have bills to pay. I get it. I enjoy making the videos for you, and just hitting that thumbs up or sharing the video. It goes a long way, and you do help me up in that way. All right. Oh gosh. I asked for a tiebreaker, and then I got okay. So two tiebreakers came in and said Pisces. One tiebreaker came in and said Sagittarius. So I'm going to do Pisces next. I'm going to do, oh, and then we got another Sag. I'm going to do Pisces next, and I'm going to do Sagittarius. I'm going to start a new video to do Pisces, but before I hop on and do Pisces, I got to post the card of the day. So I'm going to take a couple of minutes to post the card of the day, and then I'll be on live doing the Pisces video.